Hi there. Today I wanted to talk about some of the best B2B sales strategies that are out there. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Lucas James. I was able to build $1.7 million per year agency, and that's what we did last year in revenue. This year we're on track for about $2 to $3 million in revenue. Did that as a kid in my 20s, and I'm here to help you guys do the exact same thing. So I want to start off by just talking about why most B2B sales strategies don't really work and what you could be doing differently to get more business. So the first thing is that most people, they fail with their actual messaging online and all their advertising and things like that, because it always ends with, hey, would you like to hop on a meeting? The problem with that is that it offers nothing that would differentiate their pitch to get someone on a call with them from anyone else, right? And most business to business models are driven by meetings booked, because you book a meeting and then you close them on a deal, right? That's usually the cadence that most people follow, obviously, unless you're a really low priced B2B software, let's say. But for most people, they're following that model, okay? So if that's the case, you need to have what's called good bait. The bait for your product needs to be incredible. It needs to be something that people will talk about to their friends. They will immediately say yes, because it's just so obvious. Now, it doesn't need to be malicious or a bait and switch, which is a common thing people do, which I don't think is a smart move. What it really means is, can you get someone to want to take a meeting with you without having to say, can we hop on a call for a free consultation or something like that? So for instance, it just basically needs to be more creative and more valuable for people, and better than like 90% of other pitches, right? So I'll give you an example of a couple of mine that work. So first of all, if I want to get a big client, I will invite them on my podcast. And at the end of the Calendly link that they use to book the podcast, I'll ask them, do you have 5 minutes at the end of the show to hear about how you could work with us? And the thing is that enough people say yes to where I'm basically getting meetings for every single one of those interviews. The other thing is, even if they say no, a lot of times people ask on the interview, so what do you guys do? That's another opportunity. The third thing is that even if they say no, you could say, hey, just wanted to ask you real quick. I know you said no on this. You sure you don't want me to go over any of this inside the how our business works or anything like that for you? And if they really say no, then you're good. But you don't need to force the issue either. It's not a good idea to force someone if they've already told you no. I definitely don't think you should do that. But you can at least bring it up. You could just be like, hey, I saw you said no. Just want to be clear that you don't want to hear how this works and everything. And a lot of times people actually say, oh, I thought that was actually for something else. Like, they don't understand what that meant, right? And so they have more questions. You can also say maybe as one of the options too. That usually helps. But ultimately what we want to do is, you want to have something that doesn't seem like a sales pitch, but really is a sales pitch. Like, the podcast is a sales pitch. And the coolest thing about it is that people come on the podcast, they get interviewed, they get free publicity. And then I know that enough of them are going to be interested in my product to where all I have to do is just, hop on the phone with them after or on that call and just give them the solution. And so once you actually hit scale with your offers, you'll realize that really what you have to do is you have to create something where people are naturally going to want to know more about your solution. And you want to create something where the statistics are good enough to where you can actually grow. Because at a certain point, business is just statistics. If you know that 30% of people that you talk to on your interviews are going to be interested in your $5,000 per month plan, at least to talk about it, that's a really good conversion rate, especially because the amount of people who will say yes to a meeting with you goes up dramatically if you have a really good pitch, right? And so that's the key, okay? The other thing is, it has to be authentic. And the reason I want to start with this as a sales strategy over the best pitch structure or how to do social media and stuff is because it all relates back to this. At the end of the day, if you have these things in the bag, then you'll be good. Like, everything going forward will be easier, because creating a good product is built on this foundation. Creating really good social media posts is built on this foundation. Everything is basically built on standing out through some sort of differentiated offer, right? So make sure that you think about that when you're growing and scaling. Right? It's very, very important, okay? So I hope this video has been helpful for you in terms of coming up with B2B sales strategies. And if you want to stand out, make sure that you're not ending your emails or your pitches or whatever with just, do you have 15 minutes for a free consultation? I hate that. It happens all the time and it just doesn't work as effectively. You're always going to be subject to the realm of complete obscurity and non-interest from these people because they don't care. They've been pitched that hundreds of times. You have to have something different if you want to grow and scale. All right. Hopefully you found this valuable. If you did, feel free to share it with a friend who you think might also find it valuable. Or if you want free one-on-one consultation from me, I typically charge about like $500, $300 an hour, but I'll give it to you here for free just by commenting below. Happy to do some dialogue with you and answer any questions that you might have. Hopefully you find it valuable. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much.